Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And honestly, for the defense, that play might be okay. Yes, you gave up a completion, but you got a great hit on the quarterback, and you're sending a message to this offense. You are coming early, you are coming often, and you're going to be lighting this QB up.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brings him to the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. On the option. The pitch. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Just feeds the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Number 1 objective here, no turnover. Pulls it in on the left. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. That gives him 54 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
The pass on 1st down, caught by the receiver.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Across the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Glover. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Noles in the hurry up. Wants to throw it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return. The enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism and also...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll take another shot here. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle, it's McCoy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle and it just squirted right through his fingers and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. Sprinting away. He's at the touchdown. No! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Running to daylight from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Off play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Finds a man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Under fire. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He wants to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia, 7.
The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be. As he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
To the air, it's Owens. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Touch pass on the run. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. The Florida State offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it behind the line. It's McCoy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Oh, he got loose. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2.
There he goes. 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The short hands. It's Glover. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
To throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going to the running game. Runs through a tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Owens. The throw to the outside is complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week.
Listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the two-point try.
Yankee blue. Come on, set.
Now the play fake. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone.
Georgia, 13.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Florida State.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll try the right side. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's White. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback making adjustments. That's caught. It's Frazier. Plows through the defense. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Becht. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse.